Okay, now I'm going to read a book to you. The name of the book is called My Brave Year of First Tries, Sighs, and High Fives. This book is about a little girl who's not afraid to try new things. So let's join Frankie on her journey of trying new things. I hope you're going to pay attention because I'm going to ask you questions afterwards. My Brave Year of First Tries, Sighs, and High Fives by Jamie Lee Curtis and Laura Cornell. The first time I rode a two-wheeler alone, I crashed and my mom filmed it on her iPhone. I crashed and crashed. Dad ran out of steam. He let go. I went straight. Mom filmed as she screamed. I guess her name is Frankie. I got my first pet, a rescued lab, Keith. I chose him because we were both missing front teeth. I'll take care of him, I said, with a boast, till the first time I picked up his poop. It was gross. The first day I walked straight into first grade. My teacher, Miss Apple, said, "Don't be afraid." At first I felt like I might not fit in. Then I met my first friends, my very first twins. I struggled at first to learn to tie shoes. My sweet Auntie Cookie showed me choices to use. Bunny ears, classic, loop over, under, through. I tried and tried till at last I could too. So these are all the ways Frankie learned how to tie her shoes. Bunny ears, classic, loop over, under, through, zip and pretend, that's clip on, fancy, twist and crisscross, tape it, loop through many times, beneath and up, and repeat. I took my first riding lessons on a pony named Ace. The first time I fell, I got a scrape on my face. But then I held on and I learned how to trot, that giddy-up is to go and whoa is to stop. First grade was fun. Knew first every day what a homonym was and what elephants weigh. So this person is weighing an elephant, and then that says that way. This is her hair, and this is her hair. This is a piece of pizza, I guess, and this is somebody holding up a peace sign. This one is stole, and this is also stole. This is fair, like the place we go to and have fun. This is fair, like how much you pay to get in. And this is unfair, like that wasn't right. It's not fair. Not all firsts were fun. Some firsts were hard. When I stole Zoe's pencil, I couldn't play in the yard. I asked for permission from my parents to walk with Keith and the twins first time round my block. We took some supplies and carried Mom's phone. When we felt all grown up to be out on our own. I went with my class to the public library. At first it seemed huge and a little bit scary. Then Joel, the librarian, got me my card. I found my first book. It wasn't that hard. I also got caught in my very first lie. My parents were cross. I started to cry. I learned at first that to stand up and say I did something wrong starts to make it okay. For the very first time I worked with my father at his restaurant, I would not be a bother. I put out the hot sauce that makes your ears steam. As a waitress, I was a real part of his team. Is Frankie wearing her hat? My first kept on coming. My first pony show. My first tummy flu that made me go and go and go. My first big girl heels that made me feel tall. My first ballet class. My first game of t-ball. That says triathlon. A fabulous first. My triathlon medal. For my age and group, a swim, run, and pedal. I raced against time. It was quite a test. While some tried to win, I just tried my best. I got my first case of the giggles in school when the boy 2 seats over started to drool. Then the milk I was drinking came out of my nose, and I turned very red from my head to my toes. I wanted to learn to make a rope skip, but for all of my tries, I just learned to trip. It was very hard to connect hands and feet, till the first time it worked. It was quite a feat. I found a small beetle who was missing a leg. I got him a box, and I named him Greg. I punched a few holes to save him from cats. I added some grass. It's my first bug habitat. I got my first bee sting, and boy did it hurt. I shouldn't have walked barefoot in the dirt. I sold some flat rocks, and I painted and signed. And I made a donation for the very first time. I tried for the first time to taste my mother's truffles that apparently came from when pigs used their snuffles. She put them in pasta with broccoli stems. Try it, she said, but I'll never like them. At the end of summer, I tubed on my own. I bounced on the water like a skipping stone. The lake was all glassy, smooth, dark, and cold. I held on and signaled just like I was told. And after the s'mores, we camped by the lake, my very first tent that my dad let me stake, all cozy and warm in my bed with a pad. I thought about all the fun first I'd had. And I climbed the big rock. I was old enough now. My dad showed me step by step so I'd know how. I looked down at the lake. I jumped out without fear. When I came up and smiled, the entire lake cheered. Some firsts just happen. Some come when I try. Some firsts make me smile. Some firsts make me cry. But I know at that moment, though I've known all along, that first things first happen when I'm brave, true, and strong. The end. Were you listening? Let's see. I'm going to test you now. In the story, My Brave Year First, which grade is Frankie in? Is she in A, kindergarten, B, first grade, or C, third grade? What grade is Frankie in? If you said first grade, give yourself 2 points. Next question. This may be a tricky one. Let's see if you were listening. What food did Frankie eat and not like? So she tried something, but she did not like it. What food was that? Was it A, truffles, B, spaghetti, or C, soup? What food did Frankie eat and not like? If you said truffles, which is A, Give yourself 2 points. Last question. What is something Frankie did not try? She tried a lot of stuff. What is something she did not try? Is it A, bike riding, B, ballet, or C, roller skating? What is something that Frankie did not try? If you picked roller skating, give yourself 2 points.